This is a short series on how we bikepack the Natchez Trace Parkway, where we camped, got water, got food, and what we experienced along the way. So come along on our bikepacking adventure so you can start planning yours today. Day 4 started out completely different from previous days. We woke up at 9 in the morning in a cheap motel. You could say this day was all shook up. There was no way we were going to ride through Tupelo without doing a side trip to Elvis's birthplace because Rodney had never been. So we came to Elvis's birthplace, and then there's this statue way up there. And we've already climbed a few stairs, and I get this great idea. Hey, I really want to go up that statue. Let's go climb some stairs after riding now we're at like 201 miles into our whole entire trip. I keep coming up with stupid ideas. So we just got back on the trace after our little over 9-mile detour to go to Elvis's birthplace. We're at mile marker 260 on the trace, and we're gonna go to Witch Dance today, which is only 30 miles. I think it's like 230, something like that, mile marker. So we'll be stopping. So we'll kind of have a short day, plus our 9 miles that we rode off the trace to go and do the Elvis thing. We do have a headwind, which really sucks. But yeah, having a great time. Day 4. And it's 12:30 in the afternoon. That kind of sucks because the heat's gonna be brutal. So I really enjoyed taking breaks underneath the bridge because it was so cool. And at other times, I would be like, hey, let's just stop and look and see what the signs say so I can learn some history. And then I would be like, let's take a selfie. I would do anything just to stop and take a break. And of course, we had to come to the Tom Bigby National Forest. So I was like, oh, we have to have our picture by the sign. So I was all into it. Rodney, not so much. But whatever works, right? That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because I got jokes today.
You are a joke today.
This is a joke. I was just joking when I said, hey, let's go bike the Natchez Trace. You're the one that took me serious.
Well, anything weird and crazy, you say, you probably mean it.
I'm tired of you taking me serious all the time. In the early 1800s, pioneers were able to use the trace and travel in peace through Indian land. This is because of treaties that were signed and U.S. agents to the Chickasaws. The job of the U.S. agents was to keep peace through the Chickasaw territory, and that included things such as capturing fugitives and recovering stolen horses or even collecting debts. Now, a lot of this portion of the trace runs in and out of the Tom Bigby National Forest. However, the Witch Dance is actually located within the Tom Bigby National Forest. I was happy to turn at milepost 233 at first. Look, they had an awesome restroom, and this is where we were going to camp. And then I had to see, dun dun dun. After reading the sign, I realized this area is rooted in legends and superstitions. I believe in some crazy stuff, so I was sure to avoid the scorched spots on the ground.
What?
Keep going that way. I found it.
Okay.
Right back there and then go to the right. Now, to find the bicycle-only campground, go across the street and start where the horse trail begins. And go up, and then you'll just take a little right. And then you'll see where you can camp once you walk across the little bridge.
Right here?
So I was on a mission to find a good spot. What makes a good spot here? 1, grass underneath your tent. And 2, exit points. 1, easy access back to the parking lot through the woods, or a straight shot. I mean, you have to be ready if the witches come out in the middle of the night. We whipped us up some dinner, and actually this wasn't too bad. Rice, avocado, and tuna fish. Now, whatever you do, don't ever get dehydrated ice cream. It's horrible. It doesn't take long and nightfall starts to set in. Oh, the fireflies, super cool. But anyways, we're the only ones here, which makes this even better. But again, you're in the middle of the woods, to a sense. I slept with one eye open this night. No witches came near our tent, that I know of. Alright, so I'm going to work on my next episode, which will consist of us riding from Witch Dance to Kosciuszko. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.